Hello from TeamYatDragon.com. This is Ji Sifu. Today we'll be talking about some theories in our lineage, magical lineage, and of course the Saam Law Sun Gung that we teach, the magic, Chinese magic. Now in other video we talked about ghosts and what you should be aware when you're encountering any like ghost problem, spiritual issues like that. And in our previous video, we have went into this issue, this topic of haunted house. So let us dig in and look at why haunted house is haunted and what we can do to solve the situation and what you should avoid when you're in this kind of situation. Now we're talking about haunted house as in like a place or a hotel or maybe your own house, okay, that got overtaken or maybe like invaded by some kind of spirit, whatever it is, okay? So now we talked about ghosts in another video, right? There's this ghost, and we explained already that the ghost is not the person who just died. It is actually the residue energies that cannot cycle or circulate in nature system to move on to their next stage of the circulation. The person already left. The person is like themselves is already transitioned through. So whatever you see is not the person. So the essence is when you encounter these things that they may seem like your mother, your grandfather, whatever ancestor it is, or whatever person, okay? This is not the person, okay? It is actually that energy residue, like virus, is sticking there. And everyone can contribute to feed this energy by thought, mind power. When you think, you add stuff, they absorb, okay? That thing absorb. So today, you see this thing and you think, oh, this is like say Johnny, okay, this is Johnny, and then in your mind all the stuff that you can bring up about Johnny will be the energies, okay, in this number 6 dimension, what we call. Now this dimension 6 energy is really the same dimension and the property as these energy from the ghost. So the ghost can absorb everything, and there goes the new form. So when they absorb your energy, they also get all these visual image, memories, and all that stuff inside your brain. And it doesn't like just take it away. It just absorb and duplicate everything. So what happened is all these form, shape, personality, everything of Johnny in your brain goes to this little virus, and it just keep growing. And that is why maybe someone else, they just know, oh, this house is haunted. By who? You don't know, right? You don't know what spirit is inside. You don't know this is Johnny, okay? You just know it's haunted. Maybe it's a hopping vampire. Maybe it's something else. Okay? You don't know what it is, okay? It's just spirit. You just heard that this place is overtaken by a ghost, a spirit inside this house, okay? You don't know it's Johnny. You don't know Johnny before. Now, the usual or the common case is this person go into this house to live or to sleep over and something like that, and then at night or something, or even in the daytime, they sense. First of all, they sense some beings around. They sense they're being watched. They sense something is at the back. They sense something because, first of all, because they knew something is not right in the air. Something is like not right. Some vibe there, just feel kind of gloomy, kind of gray, dark, that kind of sinking down, that kind of vibe, it's just not peaceful, it's not restful, and it's not nice there. And then when their mind, when that thought of, oh, haunted house, whoops, you bang into the right channel, you tune your frequency to this haunted house topic. And because you're into thinking about what is there, now instantly this Johnny that this person created by using their mind injecting all these new elements to this residue energy. Now this person will soon be able to see, okay, see here and then see here with this Johnny, visual Johnny. And this Johnny can be as weak as just showing the form, like the shape or the look of Johnny, or it can be in a way that is so powerful that it will interact with you, like speak like Johnny, because all these elements that can be infused to the spirit, it's from the real person that is still alive. The first person who have been thinking about Johnny who passed away, all these memories, all these spiritual energies inside here infuse to this virus. The virus gets bigger and like it, just like a sponge, it absorbs everything, and then the new character is formed. The new being, the new spiritual virus is there. And then when this person gets into the haunted house, sink into the right channel, you get to see everything. You get to interact with everything, and then that's why the haunted house is like this. There was a case that is like in, I forgot, like Malaysia or Singapore or something like that. There's a school where there's like a haunted washroom, a haunted hallway, something like that. Like the whole school kept on having this bunch of students going there, and then maybe they don't know, but somehow they feel the spirit there, and then they get possessed it, and then there's like almost one that almost jump off the roof or something like that. I forgot the exact detail, but I read that on the news article. So they hired a lot of people to go there, to like different religion people, and then they go to pray and do prayers, and then like 200 people there praying, whatever. There are a lot of people praying, okay? So lots of people praying and trying to get rid of the spirit, to help the spirit move on and stuff like that. Now that is a big mistake. You know why big mistake? Because the problem is, okay, it starts from the first initial problem is, how did this thing happen to be there at first place? Okay. Remember in our previous lectures, okay, you do not, as an exorcist, professional one, you should not be fooled and tricked by the illusions. You cannot look at the smoke screens, just the symptoms, and then think that is the real cause of the problem. When a patient tell you that they have this issue outside, like they feel, sneezing, headache, and then fever, you cannot just look at that symptom and treat it like a flu. You have to, like as an exorcist, we diagnose the internal to diagnose, like see what's inside really behind all these smoke screens. Maybe the person is not having a flu, maybe they're having lung cancer, and all the symptoms can be very alike. So this haunted school issues is the same. Now, the first person who encountered a spirit there, they could be because in their house they have this whatever person who died, and they're super religious, and they found a very bad person to deal with the funeral and such. Now this residue energy from their ancestor, which is not their ancestor anymore, it's like the mole, okay, it's like the worm that is born from the corpse. It is not them anymore. Now this harmful thing cannot circulate in nature and recycle to another element. It got stuck, and everyone dealt with this thing the wrong way. They infused their mind power into this and created the new being, because whatever they think got absorbed into the thing, and it just get bigger and bigger. Now they go to school, they bring the thing to school, and it contaminates the place. Somehow, maybe they convince another friend first to believe this thing is here. And then soon, more and more people contribute to the story. Because this person may think, I see, this is, I see. Like how kids do things, okay? They pass on a story. The next one will say, hey, what do you see? Hey, what do you see? What do you feel? And then everybody wants to, contribute to the story and flame it up. So the whole story gets richer and richer after so many students in the place passing this story on and on. Now, this virus, the mole, gets bigger and bigger because all these mind power contribute to the whole thing, and it just goes around like that. So from just being like look alike with this whatever spirit it is, all the stuff grows, and it doesn't take a long time to do so. The teachers inside the building, the principal, everyone think about this case, and then all these things grow. And then when people do prayers, now this is the most dangerous part. They're supposed to come and fix the problem for them. But then what happened is the prayers are very sucky. They really very suck at the thing. They look at the whole thing as whatever the students say, whatever the teachers say, they believe the whole story. Okay? So they treat this spirit as whatever they created. So it's like looking at, oh, you have this symptom, and then they just treat the symptom like what the patient said it is, but they did not diagnose. So while they're doing their prayers, it doesn't matter what religion it is. Okay, when you do prayers, when you keep reciting something, your mind focus, because you have to focus to read, right? Keep reading, okay? So all these focus and concentration energy packs up, and what is their mind thinking? Their mind is thinking, we're giving all these energies to this ghost to help the ghost to move on. Now, the problem is, to give to this thing, to help, you are giving energies to a bacteria, a virus, to help them to move on. Come on, guys, think about it. A virus inside your body, okay, eating up your organs. Now we're giving energies to this virus to help it to move on, which is like eating the heart and then eating the liver and then eating the whatever. Okay, the liver is not here. Anyway. So, yeah, it's like that, okay? So the problem is it gets worse and worse and worse until a point it will get suppressed. Why? Because basically what happened is now it will be so powerful that it can now get out of its own position and then stick to another person, follow them home, and eat up that family, to contaminate that family. Because someone will have enough attractiveness to this virus, and it will eventually get stick to something, and it will remove itself away from the school. Because the school is not having enough food for this thing anymore. It needs to go away, and it will circulate. Now, this is very dangerous, you see, when there's a haunted place, haunted house, whatever it is, haunted school, where people hire some sort of religious people or whatever it is, the healers, whatever it is, okay, they try to deal with these things, and the people just suck. They deal with the energies, issues, just like whatever the patient, the victim, tells them. They don't dig in and know what is really there. And some of these people who are like the religious people or whatever they are, the mediums or whatever you call them, psychic, okay, these magic people, the people you hire for help for these things, sometimes they are already super screwed because they have been around doing these things for themselves and creating their own monster virus inside themselves already. So they are already inside their own illusion, and now you hire them to deal with your problem, which is like using this big bacteria, big virus, to deal with a small virus. Now you just equalize the virus and it gets worse. It's really sometimes the case. So dealing with haunted house, you should never hire an exorcist who will treat that thing as whatever story you tell them, and then you just go and, oh, this is like Johnny here not moving away. Okay, we'll pray and give our energy to Johnny and help Johnny to move on and such like that. That is a big no-no. When people deal with things like that, it's a big no-no. Now, another very common issue is just like the 911 thing, where there's a place where a lot of people died, and then after that, okay, there's a spirit or a bunch of ghosts being seen all the time. Now, what about those? Okay, this is kind of different, you see? Like this, you can say it's not Johnny, but this is like an accident, and then after the accident, a bunch of ghosts appeared there. Whenever people go there at night, they see it. How come? This must be the bunch of people, right? Well, we'll dig into that in another video about this accident ghost. Okay, so we'll see you next time Remember to comment, subscribe, like, and don't forget to watch our other videos on the channel. And go to our website, teamyatdragon.com. Check out our stuff. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.